So I was about to hit the like start stream button, and then Brian did that, and now I don't know what to do with my life. Hi everybody. Lugo, Brian, Shadow Hearts, hello. Lugo, thank you so much for the resub for 27 months. Thank you. Thank you, friend. I appreciate you. Shout out to Lugo, top 1% of chatters. Hell yeah. Keeping you on your toes. Gotta stay ready. Zag on him, as someone once said. But yeah, good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Touch Portal is yelling at me about an update. Let's just do an update. Fuck it. What's the worst that could happen? Let's do an update live while we're streaming. Nothing bad can happen. Restart Touch Portal. Great. Yeah, no worries. Good. And reconnect it. Great. Look, see, no problems. But yeah, good morning. Hope everybody's having a good Monday. Hope everybody had a good weekend. As you can see, we've started decorating for the holidays. Bulbasaur here has a Santa hat on. We've got the other Aaron broke out some of the Christmas decorations. So we've got some of the other Poke plushies out and about. And I got some little festive touches for stream, you know, something to make it look nice. But yeah, good morning, everybody. I'm gonna have a little bit more tea. Hang on. Good. But yeah, I hope everybody is doing well. If you didn't see, because it's something I'm gonna be working on today, they announced the next couple raids for Pokemon Scarlet Violet. We're gonna have Delibird raids. We're gonna have Delibird raids from the 23rd to the 25th. So we're gonna enjoy those throughout the weekend. And then afterwards is Cinderace. Cinderace is gonna be the new 7-star. It's gonna run twice in January, which I'm really looking forward to. I'm really interested in what's gonna happen. Doing resets, trying to get an Eevee or Mabastiff outbreak. Nice. Can't wait for April 14th. What's April 14th? What's going on? I missed Charizard by like an hour since when is 6 p.m. the end of the day. Since they don't use the US whatever time zone clock that you're in and do UTC. That's when. Oh, the Mega Man Battle.net collection. Oh, I gotta remember. April. Okay. I gotta remember. I don't know if I'm gonna play through those on stream. But that's definitely, I will definitely pick that up eventually. But yeah, they very specifically don't use US time or even Japanese time. They use UTC. Also, Sage, good morning. I'm sorry you missed it. That's really frustrating. I'm sorry. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Oh man, my phone is gonna die. My phone is really low battery, but then I also need to charge my iPad for use for Touch Portal, so we're just gonna lose them both. That's what can I do? Excuse me. Matt plays all the versions of Mega Man EX in April and fights chat. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, that's a lot of games. That's a lot of games. That's what, like, like 10 games or something in it, right? Because they started doing split versions at 3 or 4. Jalen, thank you so much for the resub. 27-month streak. Good bit at that at tier 2. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you so much, friend. I really appreciate you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well, as though I haven't been chatting with you all weekend. April's your birthday? That's exciting. That's exciting. I am. I hope it's not too chilly. I hope it's not too chilly. I woke up this morning and it was... It was 25 degrees. It's 25 degrees where I'm at today. And no. Just I refuse. I refuse to have any part of that. When's the drawing Christmas stream? Oh, man. I do. Oh, I need to figure out when we're going to do that. I might just need to do, like, an extra stream on a Tuesday or something and work through them. I might just need to do an extra stream on a Tuesday or something and work through them because we have so many drawings. Like, I don't know. Gosh. That's why I'm glad I turned the queue on. I made sure the queue was on for it so that I can just pull up the queue. How many do I have? Let's see here. Review the request queue. 4 regular drawings and 4 big drawings. So, what's that? 12 drawings? Yeah. That's a lot of drawings. A few hours. Gosh, yeah, depending on how long it takes me to, like, gear up to do that. Gosh, that could be the whole stream. That could be the whole day. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I have to remember that. I'm gonna write myself a reminder for that. Put a reminder here. All right. Last stream of the year, just chill drawing. Yeah, that could happen. Yeah. That's not a bad idea, at least. Yeah, because Friday's the 30th, so yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. I like that. 24-hour drawing stream, I would die. I would die. That'd be 24-hour death of Matt. To make the stream go longer and make the drawing sexier? No, I would die. I would simply die. I would simply pass away. Oh, sniffy this morning. With John and Brian as the judges. I do like the idea. I do like the concept of Brian and John judge my drawings. That's very, I do like the idea of getting artists to like fucking judge my drawings. That's a funny idea. That's a funny idea. I like that. Oh man. All right, let's have a little more tea. I'm an artist. I have a degree in art. I mean, that's true. All right. Oh, I don't know what button this is gonna go to. Okay, yeah, button. Boo. We did it. We did it, fam. All right. Well, we have our first outbreak today. Let me look at something here. Cinderace Terror Raid against 4 Azumarill. Gotta remember to make one of them shiny. Not the button I wanted to hit. I always hit the wrong button. I always hit the wrong button. Let's see if we can get a shiny Tinkatuff today. You found the trap of my request. Yeah, one of them has to be shiny, like legally binding. I have nothing against. I like the shiny. It's a good one. Oh boy, so many. Yeah, it's just how wild it is that there's always a shiny Azumarill. Oh my god, there's so many up here. Brian's just vibrating. Brian's just freaking vibrating. Whoop. I'm gonna start working on some of those raid Pokemon suggestions you sent. Next big one is that Gastrodon, mostly because I think it's neat. Oh, Brian, can you, if you can you put that link in the Discord? I meant to put that link in the Discord yesterday. But yeah, Steve at PKMNcast did some good, like, you know, general raid counters with just really solid, like, you know, here's good Pokemon with good moves and stuff like that to use. Golden Go has the moves, just not the EVs and levels. Yeah, luckily, like, that's just time now, you know? So much easier than it used to be. So much easier than it used to be. I'm pretty happy once I oh shit. I just realized. Man. Okay. Okay. I just realized this is the first time you're gonna have a chance to catch a Cinderace in a ball. So I gotta catch my Cinderace in a Premier Ball. And then I gotta fucking Masuda. I gotta fucking Masuda. I'm annoyed. Hey, Matt, question. What's up, buddy? Never mind, I answered my question. Okay. No worries. Cinderace in a Beast Ball? That's pretty good. But yeah, so what I need to do. Why are you shiny hunting Tinka Tough? Then I realized it was an outbreak. You're covering the map. Yeah. Yeah, if there's an outbreak, I'm gonna do it. It's just the smart way to go about it, in my opinion. Fastball's a good choice. Cinderace is more exciting to me than Zard. You know, I mean, it is more exciting to me now that I realize that, like, this is the first chance you get to catch it, which, like, you watched me realize live on stream. So Zard's in every game. Yeah. I was talking to somebody about this on TikTok when they announced the Charizard raids, and I was like, we kind of have to accept that Charizard is a mascot Pokemon, and it is what it is. Hello? It was weird. What is going on? Hello? Oh, my controller. Oh, my controller died. My controller died. That's what happened. All right, hang on. Hang on. Ugh. Okay. 2 fire starters in a row. Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Two fire types in a row. That's a little eh. I mean, it's more just like, I wish you'd pick something else. Realized Cinderace fight's gonna be goofy because it's gonna have Libero, which I think, wonder if we'll outplay the Terra type changes. Libero won't go over the Terra type as Protean doesn't either. So Protean doesn't give stab bonus on Terra stuff. Also, Mark, hello. I guess that answers that. Ajimera for the win, I guess. I mean, that definitely takes out a degree of difficulty that I was expecting. That definitely takes out a degree of difficulty that I was expecting. Yeah, because what is it? What's it called? Meowscarane's Protean, right? Oh yeah, it'll almost definitely get Electro Ball, but that's not gonna Mark, that's not gonna stop people from using Azumarill. That's it. Just clean them up. Clean them up for the materials. That's just banking LP. You know what I mean? I just look at that. I just look at that as banking LP. All right. What's next? Magneton? That's funny. I doubt Game Freak wants another Azumarill meta. I mean, the meta isn't... There's a point where they have control over the meta, and then there's a point where they don't. You know what I mean? Like, the player base is going to decide what they want to use. I say this as a person that has played Destiny for a good long time. You know, even if something is suboptimal, if it's consistent, you know, that's what the player base will go with. The player base will go with consistency sometimes. Gonna play some Dwarf Fortress while the orientation goes on? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Jalen, we need more good Dwarf Fortress stories. Edgerman was a lot of one-shot setup for Zards. I doubt they want that again. Turns out they made one good Pikachu clone that everybody loves. Come down here. Come down here, get punched. They didn't want Azumarill again. They shouldn't have done another 7-star raid that was hard countered by the same Pokemon. What type of Cinderace is going to be? It's going to be fighting. There's 2 other types of Pokemon they could have tried. Oh, is it like in the mountain? Did it get weird? They put it in a weird spot. I'm banking on it having an electric ball or gun shot to just wipe Azumarill. I bet you, I mean, it not having at least one of those would be weird. It's very interesting to me that fucking Libero's not gonna work for Terra types, like for Terra attacks. Do you know what I mean? That's very interesting that that's very interesting to me that does not work. I like that it's like, oh, you can't ride Miraidon here. Okay, but I can walk and you're spawning Pokemon. So it's very ridiculous that this thing fucking slides at all, especially now that I have the upgrade. Like, that's very ridiculous to me. Like, yeah, just go straight up, bud. I had a Glimmet Outbreak here, or someone Mountaintop. There was nothing there. I really want to see the line shiny. Well, it's just annoying that they put him in these very weird physicsy places, you know? People still use what they know, what they've prepared, and hope for the best. Yeah, that's another thing. As a person who was doing some raids over the weekend, people just bring whatever and then hope it works out. Can you? This is atrocious. And then they spawn up here that I can't really get to. And then I can't ride Miraidon for some reason. This is my big problem with the game. Of all the things, right? Of all of the things people complain about, this is my problem. Is these weird things. Pastry, hello. Pastry, what's going on? We're just like, okay, why can't I just hop on Miraidon? Why can't you just put me on Miraidon so I can get up here? I'm not bothering with this one. This one's nonsense. You know, it's frustrating. Pastry, how are you? It. Pretty good. Good to hear. I'm gonna fight a bunch of birds. My lightsaber might finally arrive today, which is neat. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Go attack these birds. What are you doing? How am I? I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Waking up, getting settled. Spend a day grinding in raids and just getting just material farming, basically. One-shot meta will be discovered regardless. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it'll happen. People will figure it out. People will figure it out, and then a bunch of people will try to do it poorly. You know? Like I'm definitely a convert for how strong Screech and stuff are for terror raids. I was like, oh wow, this is way stronger than I thought. But one thing on Cinder Ace, acrobatics is in its move pool. It's a great coverage move. $110 base power. Flying move since raid mons can't hold items. Oh, that's what you mean by when you were talking about Libero with raid mons. Okay, that makes sense. Are people showing up with anything? I won't forget the Talonflame with the Terry T-type I fought and a random showed up with a Gengar and only used Thunder the whole time. Great. Great decision. Great call. Thanks, bud. Can't lose Libero anyway since the Terry type blocks it. Libero's nerfed to the same state as Protean is. Oh wait, so they gave it this weird unique ability just to nerf it? Cool, good. Glad. Because it was overpowered just as Protean Greninja was. Yeah, I could have told you that. I could have told you that. The last Pokemon we gave an ability to like this was really overpowered. Well, what if we gave it a better one? Oh, I'm sure that'll be fine. Protean Libero only change typing once per switch in. Is that a new Gen 9 thing? Yeah, that's kind of that's effectively trash. That's so much less exciting. Cool, good. Another cool game ruined by trying to balance the competitive scene. Oh, that was weird. Hello? The game does that so often where I'm like, attack that thing, and it'll go, and it goes, no. And then I go, attack it, and it goes, okay. Go. That's so frustrating. Ash Greninja doesn't exist. Plus, it doesn't complement Water Shuriken now. It doesn't boost attack, special, and speed. Wait. Okay, so I know people have done like data mines and stuff. So Ash Greninja is not in the game. Like the model does not exist in the game. Ash Greninja is not in this game. I'm not a person to complain about these sort of things. But stop doing special fucking models then. Stop it. Stop it. Just stop. Like, it was already, I remember when they announced, I was really frustrated that it's like, yeah, you can't transfer the spiky eared Pichu anywhere. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm glad that we had a neat event that was that we got to enjoy for like a couple months. Neat. And then, is that different? Are you different? Yeah! Gosh, that was really hard to see. And I have to tell it to attack like 5 times. I have to tell it to attack like 5 times because it's like, okay, is it just the game like fighting me, or? I still can't believe they never gave us Eternal Floette. I mean, here's the thing. That was data mined and was not like a thing that ever existed officially, right? That wasn't a thing that ever existed officially. So I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about like special ones that they release, right? That come out. That looks really good. Pray for me. They keep putting us in breakout rooms. Oh my God. Jalen, please. I hope it all goes well. Like, I'm talking about like stuff that they release that they make a big deal about. Like, I remember, you know, Ash Greninja was a huge big deal. You know? Ash Greninja was a huge big deal. And then it's just like, oh, does it go anywhere? No. And it's like, what? Why did you make it then? You know? Stop doing this. Hell yeah. We gotta come up with a name for it. I forgot the other day when we got Bombardier and such. We gotta name these suckers. They're new. Promoting the anime, I guess. Oh yeah, it's definitely to promote the anime, but like, then keep going. Then, right? Then keep going. You know what I mean? Hey, guess what? It's your promotion forever. You did it. Now keep doing it. Support your marketing Pokemon. Cloaca Sparker. I hate it. I hate it and I'm mad at you. All right. Pepper Drinkadale, hello. Sparkster. Sparkster's better. I like Sparkster. It's just the 2, right? It's just the 2 line. Yeah, it's just 2 birds. All right, where do I change nicknames? Check summary. Press X to change nickname. Hang on. Oh, I bet you it's one of those things that has to be done from here. Because for some reason... Tesla? Never. Change nickname. Black Lightning after the superhero. It's not black anymore though. Right? Like the black specifically changes. It's not black anymore. Lightwing. I like Lightwing for the evolved form. I like Lightning or Lightwing. I like that for the evolved form. You get out of here. You weren't shiny. All right. Okay, so now we have to nickname the Bombardier. So we have to nickname the Bombardier and Palazin. Just as representation is important. Name it Helena Blavatsky, friend of Edison and Tesla. Wow, the ultimate centrist. Kira, hello. Jackass. Well, we know you can put ass, so we know that works. Name it Assface after the person I played a terror raid with. Yeah, that was so funny. Brian just sent me a screenshot of the raid screen, was like, and I was like, yeah, I don't know. That's that's pretty funny. All right, I have to transfer it into the party because it doesn't work the same, and I don't know why. That's a Majima ass bird. Nakajima? What anime character is that based off of? Nakajima. Is that a My Hero character? Or is it leopard print? Leopard print shiny with a big knife? The plane from Pearl Harbor? What? I'm sorry, what? Stork. I like just naming it Stork. That's fucking. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. There's something, Stork is pretty good, honestly. Yeah, just something. There's something about like just. I can't spell. There's something very funny about just like Stork. Like, yeah, Stork. Oh, it made me laugh, so that's it. That's how it works. Sogatani, hello. Oh no, right, it was this one. Morningstar, hello. Welcome on in. Geronimo doesn't sound bad, not gonna lie. I kind of want to do a DTQ where I name all the Pokemon normal ass animal names now. Yeah, that's really funny. All right. Hope life's treating you well. It's going all right. It's going all right. I hope you're doing well, friend. Okay. And so now we've got Palafin. Go dog. God, that's really funny. I like that. Okay. So Jalen, I need like a Sentai name. Clark. That's kind of funny. John names all his Pokemon normal ass human names. It's such a good bit. Go, David. Willie? I don't hate it, but Willie was an orca. The French is Super Dauphin, which is very funny. It's literally just called Super Dauphin. That's hilarious. Wait, Matt, hello. Name it Snorky? What the, why? Clark is good because meta. Yeah, Clark's not bad. It's a Simpsons reference? It's the evil dolphin from Simpsons Tower of Terror? Oh, that's true. Oh, okay. Fun fact, if you just Google Snorky, you get it's a character from Banana Splits. He's also an enemy featured in the Simpsons game. First image when you Google Snorky is extremely cursed. Yeah, because that's the Banana Splits character. I thought of the Snorks, which is an underwater Smurfs clone. I remember the Snorks. I remember watching the Snorks. Morningstar, thank you for the follow. Yeah, you know, here's the problem I have with naming it Snorky. Is Snorky was an evil dolphin, and this is a hero dolphin, right? Did I say Tower of Terror? How long till they rebrand that? That'd be very funny. Footsy, thank you for the lurk. Enjoy your day, my friend. I thought of a local car dealer. Gosh. Clark's really good. Clark is good. I keep coming back to, I keep thinking about Clark, and that's how you know. That's how you know. Clark is good. No, you get out of here. You're not shining. You get out of here. Well, there we go. There's one shiny today. I can't be mad at that. Yeah, Morningstar, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. If you're lurking, enjoy your lurk. If you're hanging out with us, you know, I hope you have a good time. Let me know if you have any questions, anything like that. But hope you enjoy your stay. And yeah, I remember watching the Snorks. For everyone like myself after a bite with spicy flu. Think I get out of ISO in a day or two? Oh, I'm hoping for the best for you. I'm hoping for the best. These aren't gonna spawn because it's not night. That's annoying. Want to know how much the import tax alone was on the lightsaber? God. It was probably a little bit, wasn't it? $230. Oh, what a racket. What a racket. Showed my recommended. Glad it came in. You're funny. Thank you. Yeah, we try to keep it light, try to keep it, well, you know, listen, we're not afraid to shy away from serious topics, but we keep it, as I put the new the new stream tags, we keep it chill and goofy. I said that in something that I was editing, and I was like, yeah, that is, if I was going to describe the stream, I would say chill and goofy. Chill chaos. Well, yeah, so many, oh god, the game really does not like the water. Oh buddy. Oh, this is oof. Oof. What? Oh no. It doesn't like something. Maybe it's the waterfall. Well, you know, we'll get through it. We'll get through it together. Kaz is the best. You know, listen, I'm not gonna shy away from a good time. That's what I'll say. It definitely likes this part of the river. It definitely likes me looking this way. More than, no? Okay. Okay, it's cleared up. Whatever it is, it's cleared up. That's fun. Can you? There we go. All right. So let me add that. Let me add that to my planned hunts here. Sword and Shield. Grookey. And Scorbunny. And then Scarlet Violet. Scorbunny line in premieres. Then keep track of all of this. I started working on my I got some info together for Coliseum. I started getting some info together for Colo. Because y'all know I've mentioned it. I'm going to work on starting a Ribbon Master, which, you know, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. My hope is it will go well. But what that entails is, first is I need to play through Pokemon Coliseum. Right? The first thing that entails is I have to play through Pokemon Coliseum. And I'm going to do 2 different Ribbon Masters. I'm going to do 2 different Ribbon Masters, one from Colo and one from XD. Because from Coliseum you can have Heracross, which is one of my favorite Pokemon, and then from XD you can have Scizor. And as of now, those are some of the only Pokemon that can go through all the games. So we'll see what DLC brings, but oh man, we are struggling with this frame rate. But I found someone put together cheats that will activate the e-reader content, which is nice. I don't have to try to track down the e-reader cards. Is Pikachu in every game? Yes, Pikachu is in every game. But you can't get Pikachu as a shiny shadow Pokemon, so it's not a quote unquote true Ribbon Master. Like, I'm sure people have done Ribbon Master Pikachus and they just start in Gen 3 and, you know, they go how they go. But I think part of the fun of this is bringing it from, you know, the GameCube games, giving it that extra touch. I mean, hell, I've seen some people that are like, oh yeah, I got my Charizard with the Mightiest Mark. That's a Ribbon Master. And I was like, I guess, like, it's a unique one, and, you know, we'll see how it goes going forward, but, you know. Psyduck, I don't think you're supposed to be, like, in the water. Like, you're a duck. Ducks generally don't dive down and hang out. I'm really nervous about it, like, appearing behind me and me moving away from it. That's my big concern. Speaking of, what's that? Do. Excuse me. Bulbapedia says the surprise trade ribbon has no apparent data in game relevant to awarding it. So it's just pure RNG. That makes sense. Or do you mean like you can't get it? It's just like, yeah, we put it in the game. Like it's like half finished content. No one knows if you can get it legit. Oh, I see. It's like it's in there, but yeah, I guess that makes sense. That's one of those things, right? Where it's like, yeah, when you do a data mine, you just get whatever, and then it's like, well, is this actually in the game? Is this the thing that's working? And it's like, I don't know. It's a good question. Be very careful doing surprise trades now. Be very careful doing surprise trades. I was talking with Brian and Jalen a bit this weekend. I saw on Reddit people have hacked in the transfer only Pokemon. And I know people have said, or, you know, Pokemon have said that they like, someone said, Pokemon said they won't ban people for hacked Pokemon, which I disagree. I don't think that's what they said, because that's a really ridiculous stance to take considering how many people they've banned. for hacked in Pokemon. So yeah, be very careful doing surprise trade. If you get anything that's not a Pokemon in the game, just release it. Due to the way surprise trade works, no one can confirm if Mons who do have the ribbon are legit or hacked. Right, because you can't say that it wasn't something that somebody hacked and then surprise traded. Matt, why would someone do that? I don't know. All right, I don't think Psyduck is going to shine for us. Item finder mark doesn't exist, or rather the game has no coding to award it despite it being literally mentioned in school. I feel like I've seen multiple people talk about it on Reddit. Maybe they were talking about how it was bugged. Maybe that was what they were talking about. That's how it's bugged. Mm. All right. And that's it for Psyducks. No shiny Psyduck, which I maintain beautiful shiny. Beautiful shiny, always has been. Beautiful shiny, always has been. All right. So, oh, I have another outbreak. Sure, that's terrifying. Pokemon Scarlet should be called Pokemon Orange. It's named after the color of the legendary. It's named after the color of the legendary. Color your pants. You found a mass outbreak of wild Gyarados. That's the scariest thing I think I've ever heard in my life. Get him. Look at this. This is terrifying. Wow. And then the water. What is it with water right now? What is it with water? Hang on. Hang on. I'm gonna save. I don't remember if my game was already on or not. So we will we'll reset it just to, you know. Just to, you know. Pants are for suckers. I was wearing 2 pants today when I went outside to walk Josie. Because it is cold. Okay. Much better. Yeah. Oh, nope. They're kind of. No. Okay, cool. It's just water. Sun season be cool, but it shouldn't be double pants weather. Yeah, it's like 25, and I was like, I don't want to be that cold. It's 25, and I was like, I don't want to be that cold. No, thank you. No, thank you. Did you want to? I had to stand outside half an hour waiting for a bus in jeans and that kind of cold. Yeah, no, thank you. No, thank you. Excuse me. 6 stars of fairy ditto. Ooh. Yeah, I need to do some 6 stars. Topic of conversation is whether as a Brit I'm obligated to chime in. Just go for work as a dress shirt, pair of jeans, $200 sport coat. They gave you, at least they gave it to you. At least they gave it to you. You know, they weren't like, go buy this $200 sport coat. I'd be like, go fuck yourself. Helix, good morning. Want me to open up? I'll bring in a Magikarp so you can smash it. I love this Magikarp Ditto strat. It's so funny. That's so funny. But yeah, if you want Sorgatani, let me finish this outbreak. They gave me the shirt too. They'll pay for 1 pair of jeans. It's good that jeans are eternal. Yeah, good morning, Helix. How are you? Worst things to look like than an airline steward? That's true. Go? Come on. I like being able to look at all the other Gyarados like, all right, keeping an eye on them. Just go. Just fly in there. Get them. Get them. I've been looking for a bit. Congrats on the shiny electric bird. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Go. It's a blue coat with yellow trim. The moment I saw it, I could only think Airline Steward. I have no idea why. Probably the color scheme. Dangerous spaghetti. Yes, all of the danger noodles. I wonder if when you clear out a outbreak, do you get a new one or do you only have so many per day? No, because I don't have any others, so there must... I don't think a new one replaces it if you KO them all. Yeah, that's what I was like. I was like, I haven't noticed that, but also I haven't looked. So if that's a thing, I wouldn't know, you know? That would be nice, though, because you could keep doing it. What if there's a Dwarf Fortress Pokemon mod? Oh, I'm sure there is. That's not... I think people wouldn't do the time calendar trick so often if you could just fight your way through all the outbreaks. That's probably true. It's supposed to be once a day they refresh, like most things, and Scarlet Violet are kind of bugged. Oh yeah, I had to, I actually had to do the date trick. I actually had to do the time skip because I couldn't get a Charizard raid to host for Brian and Jalen. So you might recall on Friday, I did a Charizard raid. And then on Saturday, the game still thought it was Friday. And then I was just like, well, this is weird. Like, none of my raids had changed. None of my outbreaks had reset. And I had cleared some outbreaks. The outbreaks had not reset. Like, they were all still gone. And I was just like, I'm like, well, let's make it like midnight 02 tomorrow. And then when I played a little bit on Sunday, I just... before I turned the game on, I turned time sync back on. So we were back to a normal of like you know, a normal time and all good. But I was just like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing? Why are we doing this? I was hollering about a Kotaku article with Brian and Jalen yesterday. That I'm gonna do a TikTok about today. But it's basically, I'm so mad. I think I put it. I'm pretty sure I put it in the Discord. But it's like are shiny Pokemon valueless now? And it's like they always have been. Like I don't. Are you getting escrow on your shiny Pokemon? Like, what are you? What were you getting from shiny Pokemon before that you don't now? You know what I mean? And it's wrapped up in this conversation of like, I'm just gonna say fuck off and let it at that. Well, and it's tied into this other conversation that I've seen people have a bunch with Pokemon Go. Western Foxes, thank you for the follow. That's an interesting username. feel like there's like info behind that story and that behind that username. But yeah, thank you for the follow. But it's like this conversation I see around Pokemon Go where people talk about like, oh, like a Pokemon will have a community day and they'll be like, oh, that'll devalue the shiny. And I'm like, what were you doing with your shiny Pokemon before? What did you think they were? Did you think they were like were you selling these Pokemon? Were you getting interest on these Pokemon? Like what changed that now? Thank you. You were in the West for vacation and saw a pack of foxes. I mean, it's better than mine. It's a better story behind mine. They were a status symbol, obviously. Oh no, I understand. And I think that's ridiculous. Like if that's the case, do you know what I mean? Like no one should think that you're cool for that. Do you know what I mean? Like this is a weird thing to try to articulate, but like, and so like I said, like I'm gonna do a TikTok about it today, and the thing that I'm gonna liken it to is like achievements. And I'm just gonna be like, no one gives a shit about your achievements. And I say this as a person that loves doing achievements. I say this as a person that loves doing achievements. Sailor, hello. I say this as a person that loves achievements. No one cares to some extent. You know, if you do like really hard ones, people might be interested and be like, oh wow, how did you do that? Like I struggled with that one. And you go, oh, I did this and this and this. And it's like, oh, cool. So happy you got your Gyarados? Hell yeah. I don't think I'm gonna get one. I think it's just about gone. So I don't think I'm gonna get one. You know, but I say this as a person that like does achievements. No one cares. No one cares. You can't walk into a room and be like, I have a 1% completion achievement, and no one gives a shit. Do you know what I mean? Like the value in it is the like sense of accomplishment and excitement that you have from doing it. And you can do that however way you want. You know, if you were sitting there as an individual and saying, man, it's so easy to get shinies now, and you are not being satisfied by that, hunt them harder. Do you know what I mean? Don't use sandwiches. Don't get a shiny charm. Don't do outbreaks. But like, they don't have a value. They don't have like a merit inherent to them. Shiny Honey Charcadet? Heck yeah, best of luck. If you're not satisfied, do harder hunts or play a different game. Yeah, like that's the thing. Like you as an individual, right? You as an individual can say, this is too easy for me. You know, this is too easy for me, and I want to do harder hunts. And I can say, yeah, I can respect that. Like, you know, because that's you as an individual expressing your preference. I'm like, yeah, I get that. It's the people who take it a step further, argue it should be harder. They get an eye roll from me. I don't want it to be harder. I have said in the past that I want them to do like secret shinies. Do you know what I mean? I've said in the past that I want them to do secret shinies because I think it would be really fun to have like weird lime green shinies and stuff like that. That's like, but you have to get it. You have to do a very specific thing to do it. And it's literally just a different color palette. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's it. And that's just me being silly. Do you know what I mean? That's me being silly. gonna get this game. You already know who you're shiny hunting. What's that? What's that? Who you going for? Fido? Everybody likes Fido. Would you like a silly Ditto? Oh my god, water Volcarona, Jesus. Water Volcarona. Oh, nope, I went online, it's gone! It reset. That makes sense. I should have thought about that one. Should have thought about that one. Now it's over here. That's why I gotta get like good. Gotta get a lot of good Pokemon. But if the Ditto rate, it's fair. I have a level 1 Magikarp, so it'll die instantly. That's the funniest thing to me. That's the funniest thing to me. But yeah, let me know. Let me know, Sorgatani. If anybody wants to get into a 6-star Ditto raid, if anybody wants a get into a 6-star Ditto raid, if you want a really good Ditto. That or Shiny Hunt Iron Bundle. I mean, you could do both. Iron Bundle's my Christmas Day hunt. I'm looking forward to it. I need to do more 6 stars for sandwiches. Hey, look at that. I need to do more 6 stars for sandwiches. There you go. What did I say? Some folks in need for a 6-star SETI Titan? Yes. Mark, I would love to do a 6-star SETI Titan. That one is great for Herba Mysticas. That's great for Herba Mysticas. I'm going to bring Palmot because it's electric. Personally not bothering with the Herba Mystica sandwiches. You know what I want? Here's what I want. I want a sandwich. I want a sandwich that doesn't do sparkling, but does encounter. Wouldn't poison be better? Yes, you're absolutely right. Yes, I did the thing. I did the thing that I yell about people doing all the time. I did the thing that I yell about people doing all the time. That's what I did. Regular sandwiches are fine for me. They boost the spawns enough. Do they have... Here, I'm just going to look. Pokemon Violet type boost sandwich. Like, I just want something that I could be like... That I could just be like, here's... Level 2 encounter is already nice. I've never tried it. Like, I want to do more specifically like, oh, hey, just, I want fire catching guide. I don't know if I specifically want sparkling. Do you know what I mean? Iron, good morning. Have this Terra Ditto for the collection. I can never refuse a Ditto. Oh, man. Yeah, how to make the best sandwiches for boosting encounter rate. That's what I want. Hell yeah, it's dead. Sorry for the shiny spoiler. No, you're good. I already know. I already saw. Okay, give me. Where's that link that I put in the Discord? Wait a moment before putting it the SETI Titan. Hell yeah. Ditto goo. Gross. 6-star rock SETI Titan. So rock. And it does ice. So a good water type, I think. Posted level 2 sandwich in general Pokemon. Nice. Thank you, Shadowhearts. Yeah, I'm looking for like, here's the most like effective thing. So I'll have to look. Ooh. Steel Gudra. Somewhere Brian is vibrating. Somewhere Brian is vibrating. Oh man. 6-star dark. Oh, 6-star dark King Gambit. Beautiful. Yeah, I need to get some. Some hard counters. Can be a gold mine or a disappointment. There's only one way to know. I've seen 5 Herba Mystica drop to Donzo before. Yeah, it's got. So there's a bunch of 6-star raids that most 6-star raids drop 1 Herba Mystica and then a chance of up to 4 mints. And then some of the 6 stars have, instead of those 4 mints, each of the Herba Mystica. So if you get the right roll, you'll have it. You'll get there. So yeah, I definitely don't hate the idea of I wonder if it's on the shiny hunting. Yeah, I guess I could just make the 2-star sandwiches and be done with it, you know? Just do the level 2 sandwiches. I'm gonna look at the shiny rates. I know Brian sent me the shiny rates forever ago. Yeah, I feel like the shiny rates, like the base shiny rate with charm, is pretty good. You just need to see them. Nix, hello. Nix, how are you? Oh, it's snowing. It's snowing there too. That's funny. Ow. Been a few months I've been watching. New job transfer. Well, I hope everything's going well. I hope everything's going well. I hope the new job is all good. Hope you've been well. Yeah, I've been doing all right. I've been doing all right. Depending on when the last time you were able to watch was, I have moved. So not like a huge change at the end of the day, but you know, just doing my thing from a different state. What state did I move to? I moved to South Carolina. I'm fine saying that. How's the weather? Cold. Cold. It was does it snow? I'm more north. We are kind of in a spot of expecting snow right now. We're figuring it out. So we're in a weird spot right now where like it's gonna be really cold, and we're expecting rain, and we're not necessarily expecting snow, but the concern is that there'll be a lot of water on the ground and it'll freeze. You know? So the concern is there'll be a lot of water on the ground and it'll freeze, and there will you know, I don't know if I have a Seti Titan. We'll catch this one probably to replace the one that I have. Do 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 do. Yo! Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's probably better than the one that I have, so. Because I think the one that I have, I just like caught one and evolved it. So. Yeah, it's level 35, so. Yeah. I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with that. And that's a much better Seti Titan for the collection, so. Killing it. Oh, let me get this TM. If people want to do This 6-star. Give me a chat and host it, I say before the boy. Hell yeah. If people want to hop in on this, let me look here. So steel. Ground? Maybe fire? What moves does Gudra have in these raids? Yeah, because you're not gonna want fire because it's gonna have water moves. Dragon Pulse, Surf, Sludge Bomb, Power, fucking Power Whip. So you definitely want fighting. You definitely want fighting here. If people are down for it. Yeah, if people want Mark to host that SETI Titan raid, just say. Iron Hands. I don't have a good high level Iron Hands yet. Look, I got Iron Hands here. Currently, let's go trying to score myself a bit of green, aka a bit of green. Of course, that's how Helix says. There you go. Yeah, listen, let's just make it level 100. Scovillian can probably take the blows being Grass Fire. Doubly so if it has a Grass Terra. True. Is it EV trained? No. All right. Yeah, I'm going through the moves. I'm going to go with cuz I want Thunder Punch instead of Wild Charge for my electric move. And then I guess I got to teach it the TM. Definitely recommend EV training, giving it a mint. Search you for like 80% of raids. Yeah, which is wild. I think I caught it adamant, which is great. One more Titan, 2 more star bases, then the Elite Four. Top it off, reduce all the gyms just in the nick of time for the Cinderace event. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Skylar. I'm guessing we want attack. I have a Mighty Mouse. Lemon! Lemon, good morning. That one isn't adamant? Oh, hang on. Oh, no, it's not. I don't know why I thought it was adamant. Score Bunny is my second favorite Pokemon. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna catch a Cinderace. Valid. Valid. There we go. Lemon, how the heck are you doing this morning? Zach! Yep. Zach, thank you so much for the resub for 18 months. 18 flipping months. Holy heck, friend. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well, buddy. I'm doing okay. Just having coffee. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Enjoy your coffee. Zach, I hope you're having a good morning. I hope work is going okay. I love you, buddy. Ice Bear is tired. I figure. I figure. But I love you, buddy. Please take care of yourself. Everybody, please go follow big friends of the stream, big loves, Lemon and Zach. Both of them are wonderful for different reasons. You'll love your time hanging out with both of them. You'll love any amount of time you spend hanging out with them. Think I'll put myself to bed. Hope the rest of your shiny hunting goes well. Sorgatani, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for hanging out. Have a good rest. Have a good rest. Resting is important. Lemon's basically the opposite of me, and she's very fortunate in that regard. Oh, I don't like... Hey, listen. Listen, don't make me tap the sign, okay? Don't make me tap the sign. Both of you are wonderful in your own individual ways. Thank you for the shout out for Zach. Sorry, my lightsaber came in. I reverted to an 8-year-old for a minute. No, that's fair. That's fair. I'm glad it's here. I'm glad it's here. You'll have to put pictures in the Discord. Oh wait, I missed a thing. Lemon said, wait, what? Dang, I like these goth Tauros. Yeah, new Tauros is pretty good. New Tauros is pretty solid. There's three different flavors of Tauros. They're all great. They're all great. Yeah, I'm gonna shout for my friends forever. Go follow both of them if you're not already. Zach does gaming content. Lemon does cooking content. I would pay money. I would pay money for a Zach Lemon fucking Recipe Reborn Eggs _ cooking stream. I would pay money. What about the secret fourth flavor? We need to get number 5 here to find it. That's a great reference. I would love to do a stream with Lemon. Yeah. Zunder X Lemon cooking stream is the stuff of my dreams. I would adore it. The fourth flavor being Kanto form, obviously. True. True. God, that would be that'd be a great stream. You cannot convince me that would not be a fantastic stream. I have a cool idea for collabs I want to do that I'll get around to eventually. Lemon flying all the way down to not only America, but Florida. Some of the most America you can get. Oh. Can I go up there instead? Oh my God. All right. We're getting there. What are the big stats I want on Iron Hands? Attack, obviously, but like speed, I guess. HP. Max HP and attack. It's HP so that it has more HP when it left over when it does belly drum, yeah? All Raidmons are HP and whatever. I guess that makes sense. Since getting knocked out is actively advances your loss. Right? Since that actively advances your loss. So, that makes sense. Oh, what if we did a Sunday dinner stream? I make the main, my primary roast I love so much, and Lemon could make a delicious array of complimentary sides. Oh, see, that sounds like a great time. That sounds like a really good time. I've had Zach's cooking. You can do a lot worse. That man knows his way around some meat, I'll tell you. Phrasing? I said what I said. I said what I said. Fair enough. Helix, it's exclamation quote space add quote, which yes, Helix can do that now because Helix is also a mod, which is funny. I had not considered that. Yeah, there you go. Nailed it. Yeah, it's slightly different in Firebot, but not terribly so. Made a couple in the past month because they were on sale. That's a good plan. That always a good idea. We still have a whole fucking turkey in the freezer. Hold on, let Mama fix. Here, I can do quick battle to that's not what I wanted to do. It's quote, add Yuzu quote. Oh, yeah, right, and it auto adds quotes. That's right. Source, I wrote that software. Yeah, Source, Zach works on it. I forget that it adds quotes on its own. Here, hang on. Oh, there they are. Yeah, look at that. Fancy. Thank you, Brian. $145 units. There it is. There's our one. Here's our one big Stream Raiders game for the day. Shouts to everybody that comes out of nowhere for Stream Raiders. Brian with the Firebot command knowledge. Yeah, I took a bunch of screenshots of the commands and put it in the mod channel. So at the very least, if Brian didn't want to have to remember it, he didn't have to. You know, it could just be like, yeah, it's there for when you want to reference it, which, you know, seems like the least I can do. You can tickle when people use Firebot, especially when they know intricacies of how it works. I need to set up a new Firebot thing today. I gotta set up a new Firebot thing today. Firebot's my shake and bake, and I helped. Had to install the picture to remember the exact commands. Had to remember I can't auto open that screenshot because it says I don't have paint. So I have to right click open with paint, which then works. That's weird. That's so... Discord. Discord, you weirdo. Fully intend on rewriting the end user documentation once we get version 6 going. Yeah, listen. Documentation's a thing, so watch this Italian suck multiple ghosts. I didn't know there was a mod channel. I mean, I didn't automatically add you to the mod channel because I didn't know if you wanted to, Helix. But listen, you want to get in the mod channel, you want to see what we get up to. I say it as though it's exciting. It's not. Yeah, God, watch this Italian suck multiple ghosts. Very. And before the mod channel is just Brian semi-publicly harassing Matt to play more Sonic. He doesn't need to do that behind the mod channel. He can just do that here out in the open. Oh, no. Sure, add me in. All right. It might actually have automatically... Oh, it does not sync mod status. There you go. Helix is now a Discord mod, so watch your ass. Yes, but then it's different and special. Just Brian using every communication method he has with me to bully me into playing Sonic. Excuse me. Shiny Magikarp? Heck yeah. Congrats. That's too funny. I gotta remember to add Stream Captain Bot to the stream chat filter. Let me... Overlay. I thought I had done this already, but I guess not. Stream Captain Bot. Jesus! God. Hey, remember when I said Brian using every available channel to yell at me to play Sonic? Brian just messaged me on Campfire to play more Sonic. So just in case you were wondering, is that a thing that he's going to do? Yes. Yes, it is. Oh, here's the fun thing. I thought I put Stream Captain Bot as a filter, but I misspelled it, so I added Steam Captain Bot. That's the problem. That's the problem. A Hardy Nature Dunsparce transferred from Generation 9 from a past game has a 1 in 4 chance of evolving into a 3 segment, whereas Dunsparce or other natures will always evolve into a 2 segment. That's fun. And before Matt accidentally writes Sonic fanfic. Sailor and Hive DMs are still down. Don't know why. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. %90 of Hive is still non-functional. Rip. Whoop. I mean, I guess it's a good thing. You know? Like, I guess it's good because they found a security vulnerability. So I guess it's good that they took it down, but also not a good time. Speaking of Sonic Frontiers, I've noticed Frontiers is cheap, considering it came out not that long ago, 30 pounds. The Switch version, which is 32 pounds. Nintendo. Fucking Nintendo. Nintendo's like, yeah. You put that 2 pounds back on there. You put that 2 pounds back on there. A lot of stuff is getting big sales not long after launch. Heck, Need for Speed Unbound released at 16 was $40 a couple weeks later. Hell yeah. I'm extremely not happy about the way Hive has been handling it. We joke. They've really been showing some hubris for a place that just had their asses handed to them at a technical level. I don't know anything about what's going on, I'll say. All I know is there was a security concern and they shut it down. That's all I got. That's all I got. They need to beg for money and spend it on 2 things yesterday, a security team and a PR firm. It says a lot that if they don't already have a security team. You know what I mean? Co-host has more different issues almost exclusively around UI UX. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of co-host's UI. And I need, if you're making a social media, I need you to have a mobile app. Do you know what I mean? I need you to have a mobile app. Wait. You know, I would really like to use co-host, but great, they're doing controlled growth, built by a group of software devs, no computers are terrible. Still needs to be easily usable and appealing. I I love I love Zach, like, yeah, computers are terrible. I just one of the things I've always respected about Zach is he does what he does and he believes computers are atrocious, and I think that's the best way to be. I think that's the best way to work on I think that's the best way to work in computers, is to be like, computers are fucking terrible. They have a mobile app, so it doesn't have to play by the whims of any store. They released a new web browser version. I like it a whole bunch. Oh, I didn't know they had a new version. I should go look at it. Me with 20 years professional and 30 years hobbyist experience technology, computers were a mistake. Every day. Every day. Said I need to make a ham sandwich. They released their new web version about the time everyone went, boy, this web version's bad. When their tech said, wow, it is bad, you're right, give me a second, and had it up over the weekend. All right, ham. Oh, gosh. I guess I'm having a bad graphics day because I usually don't have the bottoms of the bowls clip out. You know? It happens to you all the time. I don't think I've had that happen. I think that's a new thing, or for me at least. Steph, hello. Steph, how are ya? Ham sandwich. Come on, I got 30 minutes. Steph, I hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good day. I'm just gonna run straight into these nerds. Oh, so yeah, I'm excited this week. We're gonna play some vidger games, obviously. We're starting Beacon Pines on Wednesday. And then Thursday afternoon, we're gonna do the last episode of We Are OFK. You might remember We Are OFK. And then I'm not gonna have a stream Friday. Well, possibly. We'll see with weather. But as of now, I'm not gonna have a stream this Friday or the coming Monday. We're gonna be traveling for holidays to see family and stuff, and then just spending some time together over the holiday. So, if we end up not going to see friends, which it's really going to depend on how the weather goes, I may still have a stream on Friday, but I will not have a stream on Monday. Starting Potion Craft tonight since I finished Final Fantasy 6 last night, so I'm really looking forward to that. Hell yeah, I saw Potion Craft came to Game Pass. It looks very nice. It looks very good. I think I did the demo of that. I think I played the demo of that at one point. But yeah, it looks fun. And how did you enjoy Final Fantasy 6 here at the end of it? Wow, actually hit me. Zach also puts stream archives up on YouTube, so if you want to see some past Zach streams, get a feel for you know, who he is, what he gets up to, you go watch some old streams. Hell yeah. He even has a nice fancy, you know, redirect. I try to make my website the single source of truth. Let me see. Let's see how fancy he gets with it. I got you. Okay. I haven't been keeping track of the chances, so I gotta look here. Don't light screen, just get punched. Get out of here. Oh yeah, I was gonna check. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. I assume the item is just a quark drive too, yeah? Oh man, this Iron Hands will do me well with those Delibird raids coming up. You know? I just keep track of how much PP I have left when EV training. Sure. I wonder if there's better coverage moves. The booster item or a punching glove. Yeah, I was thinking about punching glove. Not making contact could be very helpful. Not making contact could be very helpful. Yeah, I'm really excited to finally be playing Beacon Pines. The game looked the game looked great from the demo. And been in contact with the PR for the dev pretty much since then. And they were great enough to send me a key straight away, and they've been great to work with. All right. I wonder if there's a way to make a sandwich that's normal spawn and experience from normal. Let me see. I put that yeah, there it is. I put that sandwich simulator. This website works strangely. Okay. I don't know how this is supposed to work. This feels like it's trying to tell me that there's like a math equation hidden behind this stuff. Do you know what I mean? It feels like it's trying to say like, oh yeah, like the reason this is happening is because it's, yeah. No whipped cream. Yeah, it feels like it's trying to convey to me that like fried filet gives normal. Imagine, hello. My mood today is My mood today is right. I got a sub. Almost. Wait, that blue means it's. Oh, I think it's got some EVs from other things. Hang on. Hang on. Okay. There we go. Okay. See, it was blue, which I think meant that it was maxed. So I'm glad I gave it those berries. Glad I gave it those berries. But how you doing? Imagine, I hope you feel better throughout the day. Hope hanging out with us helps put you in a little better mood. I'm trying to stare into the cold, infinite void of math for these sandwiches because I feel like it has to be doable. Do you know what I mean? Ain't gonna happen. It's today's mood. Brother Maul will arrive soon. I see. There we go. HP attack. Done. Now give it the booster, and we're good. Another will arrive at some point. Oh, gosh. Too many. Ivies? Oh, yeah, I get. Yeah. 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 Where am I going? Here. It's fun being the youngest. Oof. Oof. Not the Abomasnow. The Abomasnow is not. There we go. Well, this just means that Iron Hands is the one that I'm going to shiny hunt last. It's the one that I'm going to shiny hunt last because I already spent all these resources on this one. Cinderace, yeah. Yeah, we were talking about it a bit this morning. I think somebody mentioned it. I think Sage mentioned it. My biggest problem is that it's a fire type again. Other than that, cool. You know what I mean? All right. Does anyone want to get in on this 6-star steel type Terra Gudra? When are we going to get Lechonk event raids? That'd be really funny. Just Lechonkin everywhere. Wow, another big Stream Raiders. Heck yeah. Shout out to everybody doing Stream Raiders today. All right, if no one's excited for the 6-star, I'm just gonna open it up. Really plan on making my very good Duck Boy starter and 5 Lechonks taking on the Pokemon League that way. I'm game. Too late. Sorry. Sorry, Shadow. I fully imagine Brian is gonna have a like super good Hisui and Goodra ready to go once they open home compatibility. Like it's gonna be like a magic door that opens and it's just Brian walking in with this sad gooey snail dragon. Still at the very beginning. That's exactly what my team is right now. A Quaxly and 5 Lechonks. That's it. Quaxly, 5 Lechonks, all the way to the end. All the way straight through. What's going to stop you? My Hisuian Goodra is built as hell. Yeah. And then you just, day one. Day one, you're going to show up with it. Oh, Steph, enjoy those fairy scrolls. Gonna see me throw out a strange ball? I bet you the balls are compatible in this. Great, I've got get 4 assists from buffing, which is the hardest freaking quest in all of Stream Raiders history. I thought they become strange balls when they went to home, or am I mistaken? I believe it's just when balls that aren't in Arceus. I don't remember. I don't remember now, actually. Yeah, it's in Brilliant Diamond. It's in BDSP or Legends when you transfer in a Pokemon that's in a Pokeball that's not natively available in the game. I don't know if they said... I don't know if that's going to be a thing going forward. Shows have been home when viewing one of the game's boxes if it would appear in that game. That, yeah, that's also true, I believe. Oh, my speed fell because of Gooey. Breaking, they're going to have a skin sale to make up for this one news. Oh, no. Oh, it stole some of our Terra Charge. You jerks. FTC fines Fortnite maker Epic Games $520 million over children's privacy charges. That's why they brought back all those creator skins that everybody loves for some reason. FTC announced Monday it'll charge Epic Games with $520 million settlement over charges related to children's privacy. Epic that makes popular all ages games Fortnite and Fall Guys. I don't know if I would call Fortnite an all ages game. It literally features gun violence, but okay. Allegedly violated COPPA by deploying design tricks known as dark patterns to dupe millions of players into making unintentional purchases, the FTC said in a press release. The Strange Ball is programmed as an item into SV. Oh, fuck me. If you hack it in as the same catch rate. Yeah, it's just a Pokeball. Boy, this went bad. $520 million divided into 2 settlements. The COPPA fine is $275 million, which is the largest ever penalty for violating an FTC rule. The FTC also proposed Epic could pay For 245 million to refund customers for what it calls dark patterns and billing practices. If Epic Games pays that fine, it'll be the FTC's largest ever refund amount in a gaming case. Comp has been around for a little bit, so if you fucked up, then in addition to making it too easy for children to make online purchases, FTC took issues with Epic's live text and voice communication features, which are set to be turned on by default. FTC claims children were exposed to harassment and abuse because of these features, especially since Epic had no way of making sure children and adults would not be matched together in online play. According to the press release, children have been exposed to bullying, threats, harassments, and psychologically traumatizing issues such as suicide while playing the game. Yeah. Hey, remember the other day when I was just offhandedly like, oh yeah, you should turn this communication off by default. Hey, guess what? I'm smart. Guess who's the smartest boy in the land? Matt Calder. Chat should be off by default. Chat should be off by default. I hate it. Biggest problem I have with the chat is jumping into something with randoms having a children screaming to the mic. Everyone hates that. Chats should always be off by default. And you try to breed Pokemon in one, it's the same as the Cherish Ball. It doesn't pass down being replaced with a regular ball. That makes sense. That makes sense. Text chat can stay on by default. Nope. All chats off by default. Or on by all chats off by default. All chats off by default. If you want it on, you can turn it on. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about them calling Fortnite an all ages game. I don't know about that. Most people are too stupid to find it. Great. Good. Fortnite is not an all ages game. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who thought Fortnite. I don't know who put down Fortnite is an all ages game. Those people are wrong. Peggy rated at 12. Fucking Peggy. Fortnite ESRB rating. It's T for teen. I bet you it's a thing because there's no blood. I bet you it's because there's no blood. Much like how in accessibility, they should put subtitles on by default. When they're on by default, people just leave them on. One study showed 92% of people just let them on, usually having them off and goofing it up. I agree. I wonder, ESRB doesn't rate online interactions. I wonder if they've never re-rated it for the online battle royale mode and they rated the save the world mode. I wonder if that's it. I love Fortnite. I really enjoy playing it. At its core, it's COD Battle Royale with a coat of goofy colored paint. 100%. Yeah, 100%. The ESRB refuses to rate online interactions. Well, here's the thing. It's impossible to rate online interactions, right? But that's a different mode of the game, right? Because the official ESRB rating, which I'm looking at right here for Fortnite, an action game where players build forts, gather resources, craft weapons, and battle hordes of monsters in frenetic combat. From a third-person perspective, players use guns, swords, and grenades to fight skeleton-like monsters, husks, in ranged and melee-style combat. Players also defeat enemies by using various traps. Battles are highlighted by frequent gunfire, explosions, and cries of pain. That is not Fortnite Battle Royale. Means the part of Fortnite we all play is never going to be rated because it's fully online play. Then the ESRB isn't doing its fucking job. That saved the world and created. That's what I said. The ESRB isn't doing its job. Hello? Whenever you want to let me use the controller again. The ESRB rates WoW in 14's gameplay. Do I want to... Hello? Boy, that timer sure never stops, huh? Like, and that's the thing. I get they don't rate online interactions. I get it. I understand that. But this is not an online interaction. This is the main mode of the game. This is the mode you get for free. You have to pay for Save the World at this point. So this is the mode of Fortnite that is available and played by the vast majority of players. That version is not rated by the ESRB, which is explicitly gun violence against other players. Do I think that's going to be that big a difference for the rating? No, but the ESRB has not accurately described the gameplay of the game and has thus not accurately rated the game. Do you know what I mean? Here's what I'm going to do, but there's no blood mat, and that's what's really offensive. I guess. It's actually tricky as hell to even buy the Save the World anymore. They hide it in a pack in the free store. There's one thing that's like, it has Save the World access, I guess, if you care about that. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open this up, and if one person brings that fucking crocodile, I'm closing the raid. If one person brings that crocodile that is actively weak to water, I'm closing the game. I'm closing the raid. I love the term action violence, and that action violence, oh, that's cool. That's fine. That makes it okay. Don't bring that dragon. I guess it's electric. Oh, okay. Sure. Let's see how this goes. It's not electric? I thought it was dragon electric. Mine is dragon electric. That's what I'm thinking of. You remember that ESRB was created, right? It was because of the blood and gore in Mortal Kombat. Yeah, so no blood. You're perfectly fine. Koraidon is... Oh, dragon fighting. Oh, that's interesting. You know, the game with lightning gods and lizard ninjas. Eisenhand? Eisenhand is a good... Wow, that does a lot of damage. Well, fine. I want to join in on the fun. It failed? I can fail to belly drum? Excuse me? Oh. Okay, I didn't understand how that works. It does flat. Okay, I see. I understand. There we go. It's really scary when the online in this game just kind of freezes for a minute. Just kind of like just waiting. Okay. I thought Belly Drum just did 50% of your HP, not half of. It's usually because someone else in your party has animations resolving. It makes sense. It makes sense. It's just scary that there's nothing happening on screen. And you're just like. Lolly, hello. I got a comment. Especially when that happens when you failed and your screen is just white. I think that's funny because you usually hear a lot of sounds where it's like, oh, and you're like, there's something. There's something happening here. I don't get to see it, but there's something happening back there. Like a play went bad and they just shut the curtains and then you hear a bunch of like crashes and screams and you're just like, should we be worried? Should I get help? I might not take my morning break. No, I'm doing it right now. I lost track of time. So yeah, hey, I'm gonna take my morning break. I'll be back in a little bit and we'll do more raids and stuff.